Today, we're taking a fascinating and honestly deeply necessary deep dive into a modern obsession that affects pretty much all of us, the relentless pursuit of public applause. I mean, we live in an era where every single moment, every achievement, and sometimes even every meal is broadcasted for an audience. But what is this actually doing to us? We're going to unpack the hidden traps of public validation, exploring exactly why we crave those digital likes and what this constant performance is truly costing us.
Okay, let's dive into this. Just consider the sheer emotional stakes of this idea. Anyone who has the power to validate you also holds the power to break you. Wow. When we hand over our sense of self-worth to the public, to the comments section, to our followers, to absolute strangers, we're essentially handing them the keys to our emotional stability. It feels absolutely amazing when the applause is loud, right? But the second the crowd turns, or even just goes silent, we completely shatter.
So we're starting with section 1, the trap of validation, or the danger of the applause. Let's quickly peel back the surface layer of our frantic social media feeds to see exactly what kind of trap we're inadvertently walking into.
The reality here is pretty painful. Needing public validation for private or sacred moments indicates a broken heart. We so often dress it up, right? We call it connecting with our audience or sharing our journey. But think about it. When a sacred moment just isn't enough on its own, when it doesn't feel real until strangers double tap it, that's a massive symptom of deeper brokenness. Exposing these moments isn't really about genuine connection at all. It's a desperate cry for validation just to fill a void.
But if constant posting is just the symptom, what's the underlying disease? Let's move to section 2 and see how this builds. The roots of attention seeking, or why we crave the likes. Just consider the sharp contrast in our lives right now. We flaunt success to the world in a glossy, tightly controlled post. The perfect vacation, the effortless hustle. But beneath all that, we're often just running from past shame or public trauma. It's like we're using the bright lights of our digital success to deliberately cast shadows over a very painful, very human reality that we absolutely refuse to deal with.
The source material identifies this specifically as the no longer the poor kid syndrome, and it's a fascinating insight. The idea here is that flaunting success online operates as this massive defense mechanism. It's basically a way of screaming to the world, and maybe to people from our past, that we are definitely not the vulnerable, shamed, or poor kid we once were. So our current relentless need for digital attention, it isn't always about the present moment at all. It's heavily driven by unresolved past trauma. It's the classic urge to go buy a flashy car literally just to prove the high school bullies wrong. We're just trying to outrun our history with a highlight reel.
Now, if running and performing is exhausting us, what actually happens when we stop? Well, this brings us to section 3, sitting in the pain, the counterintuitive cure.
Whenever discomfort or trauma surfaces, our immediate default human instinct is just to escape the pain, right? We seek out quick validation, usually by grabbing our phones for a quick dopamine hit from a like or a comment. And as a result, we completely avoid any deep introspection. We're literally using digital noise to drown out the quiet, uncomfortable signals our own minds and hearts are trying to send us.
And this brilliantly illustrates the path to actual emotional healing, which requires a totally different approach. Step 1, recognize the pain instead of hiding it behind a filter. Step 2, sit in the pain. Don't rush to escape it, don't post about it to dilute it, just sit with it. And step 3, allow it to foster introspection. The source presents a really profound idea here that pain isn't just an obstacle. It can actually be a divine tool for growth. It forces us to finally stop performing and start listening to what we actually need to heal.
So to truly heal, we kind of need a worldview overhaul. Let's look at section 4, rethinking faith and success, redefining the goal, which absolutely requires us to change our metrics for success. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the sharp contrast in our culture. Our modern obsession demands success by all means, focused purely on what we receive, the accolades, the followers we gain. But true faith and genuine character are so often demonstrated by exactly the opposite. It's about what we choose to reject, what we walk away from, and what we're willing to give up. True success might literally just be turning down the applause to keep your soul intact. And this brings us to our final cure in section 5, embracing your true humanity and dropping the performance. It's all about taking off the heavy armor of the persona we've built. Just think about how utterly exhausting this performance culture really is. Public figures, and frankly, anybody with a social media account, are living in a constant state of anxiety, terrified of just being seen as a normal, flawed human. But the truth is, authenticity is far more sustainable than a carefully curated public persona.
Playing a flawless, godlike character 24/7, that takes a massive toll on your mental health. Dropping the act is pretty much the only way to find actual peace.
I really want you to take these points to heart. We have got to stop fearing the human experience. You are allowed to be messy. You're allowed to make mistakes and not have it all figured out. We really need to embrace authenticity over a curated persona. The source material reassures us so beautifully here, noting that God, and truly, any genuine community you build, has the total capacity for our entire messy reality. The full human experience is meant to be deeply lived, not perfectly curated and filtered out of existence. You definitely don't need to be perfect to be worthy.
So I want to leave you with this one lingering thought to chew on today. What mask are you absolutely terrified to take off? And more importantly, is maintaining that public persona right now costing you your true humanity? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. I hope walking through this helped bring these vital concepts into focus. Take some time today to just sit with that question, drop the performance a little bit, and I'll catch you next time.